Hello, Juice Vibe Tribe, and welcome back to episode 7 of Right Out the Storm. I am Beverly, aka Stormy Refresh, and today I'm hoping that we can get a little deep, we can open up a little bit, right? So, today we're going to be talking about the loneliest place is next to someone. And I know a lot of you hear that title and you're like, yeah, you're already nodding your head and agreeing, right? So, there's a kind of loneliness that people don't talk about. The kind where you're physically, not the kind where you're physically alone, and not the kind where your phone isn't ringing, you're not being asked out with your friends or whatever. I'm talking about the kind of loneliness that happens when you're sitting right next to someone, but you feel miles away. There is no connection. The loneliest place I've ever been, if I want to be transparent, is sitting right next to someone who says that they love me. You know, I always say that you can say anything, words are words, but when your actions contradict your words, then that's a problem, right? So it feels like explaining yourself over and over, waiting for emotional safety that just never comes, questioning if you're asking too much, and wondering if you're the problem. It feels like when you're carrying the conversation, when you're carrying the healing, when you're carrying the let's fix this. Now, in anything, it takes two people to fix something. If if two people were in something together, two people broke it. So two people have to fix it. So when you realize that you are the one that's carrying the let us fix it, you begin to slowly realize that you are the only one carrying that heavy burden. You are the only one carrying the load. You are the only one that's working to fix it, right? So here's the part that nobody sees. You don't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm done, I'm out, that's it. You wrestle, you struggle, right? But people just see oh, he's gone, she's gone. Oh, she just packed up and left him. She just packed up and left. He just packed up and left her. No, it comes with struggle. It comes with thinking, oh my God, is this what I really want to do? You think about the history, you think about the memories, you think about the family, you think about the friends, you think about things like vacations and events. Like what's going to happen? Who am I going to go to these events with? What what is going to happen with our circle of friends? What do, what do we do? Right? Um, We think about the family. We think about the children. Do we stay together till the children graduate high school and wait? Do we stay together because the children are in college? Do we stay together because we share bills? So it's a lot. It's a lot to think about before people just up and leave, But you tell yourself, maybe they just need time. Maybe I'm too sensitive. And maybe I need to love harder. With in all those three things, it's I, and it's not them, it's not us, it's I. And that's a problem. Love is not supposed to feel like survival. We're not supposed to be fighting. They say, oh, fight for me, fight for your love. But no, love is not survival, and it shouldn't feel that way. And being strong doesn't mean that you're not tired, right? Rebuilding requires two people. You can't heal a relationship by yourself, and I'm speaking of any relationship. You can't drag someone into emotional maturity. You can't convince someone to see your value. You, and we've talked about this previously in every episode, all of them linked together, right? You have to see your value. You have to realize that you're important, and you have to put that into the equation. You can't take that out of the equation. But the most painful realization of it all is when they stay, is when you stay. Sometimes someone stays and they stay not because they're fully in and they want to stay. They stay because leaving would be uncomfortable. For all the reasons I said before, what happens to our friends, what happens to our kids, what happens to Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's just easier to stay. Let's just stay. But that's not easier, right? And that realization, it doesn't scream. That relationship, that realization, it hurts. And it hurts in a quiet way when you realize that somebody is just staying because, hey, I might as well. And that sucks. That sucks on every side, right? So, what I'm learning is, and what I want you to know is that love shouldn't feel like begging. Clarity is clearer and kinder than confusion. Peace is better than pride. And honesty, even painful honesty, is a form of respect. If we're rebuilding, I need honesty. If we're not rebuilding, I need honesty. Because the in between, that's where loneliness lives, right? There's no place for the in between. The in between causes hurt. The in between causes anger. The in between causes so much confusion. And every day when you think, okay, all right, this is it, it's not. So sometimes you have to make the hard decision. You have to decide. You have to decide if your friendship is worth saving. You have to decide if that relationship with your mother and father is worth saving. You have to decide if that relationship with your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your bestie, if it's worth saving. Don't put yourself in that space of loneliness, in that space of confusion, in that space of anger. Maybe it's not worth saving. Maybe it's not. I don't want you to be angry. I don't want you to be sad. But I want you to be tired. I don't want you to be tired. Not at all. But I want you to be tired of pretending that proximity equals connection. Just because you're sitting next to someone and you're laying next to someone, that doesn't mean that there's a connection. You need to have a real connection. We're not dramatic for wanting effort. You're not asking for too much. You're asking not to feel alone in something that's supposed to be shared. A relationship is supposed to be shared. So it's not too much to ask for the things that you want. It's not too much. It's human. And we all just wanted to be treated with kindness. We all just want to be treated with love. So as I end this episode, I hope that this resonated with you, and I hope that this gave you some something to think about. I hope that this maybe pushed you in one way or the other. And I really want you guys to talk to me. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you think. All right? So this is Right Out the Storm. And sometimes the storm isn't loud. Sometimes the storm is silent. Good night, Juice 5 Tribe. Hope you have a great day. Put yourself first and love yourself more.